We last saw how Eddie Brock went back to his home in San Francisco where he met his father with whom he had a bad relation. Eddie's father thought that his son has brought nothing but misery and agony to his family. The Venom symbiote, which no longer has a personality or a voice after the fierce battle with the symbiote dragon, has transformed into a hulking dog in order to keep Eddie safe. We last saw how Eddie was rejected by his father and how he ended homeless in San Francisco, just to be followed by his brother Dylan, who was badly beaten by his father. Dylan suggests that they need to kill their father. Web of Venom Unleashed #1 is a one-shot book which was published yesterday. It doesn't follow the events which ended in Venom #9. The book, however, opens at a cheap motel. Two sickly-looking vagrants with glowing red eyes stand over the freshly murdered manager, repeatedly uttering Eddie Brock's name in a creepy voice. Looking up the room in which Eddie is staying, the men steal the key and make their way towards it. In the room, Eddie sleeps, while the Venom symbiote, still in the form of a dog, keeps watch over its host. Noticing the men approaching, it tries to wake Eddie up before handling the issue, pushing the key out when the men try to unlock the door before oozing out of the keyhole and attacking. As Venom bites into one of the vagrants, the other topples over the railing and flees. Looking into the dying man's eyes, the symbiote sees they are black with a distorted crimson spiral, recognizing the mark of Null and the Carnage symbiote. Venom chases the escaped vagrant, coming across more homeless people speaking the language of the ancient symbiotes and murmuring the names of the former symbiote hosts, like Mac Gargan, Patrick Mulligan, and Donna Diego. Following the scent to a manhole, Venom is attacked by wild dogs and devours one of them in a single bite, terrifying the other two into surrendering. Seeing the dogs are also controlled by Carnage, Venom vomits the dog it ate and goes into the sewers, where it encounters more vagrants controlled by Carnage. Venom is confronted by old digger suits and is grabbed by one of them, escaping only to be blasted by sonic cannons. Venom reconstitutes itself and takes advantage of the mechanical suit's deteriorated condition to enter and disable it from inside. Smashing through the faceplate of the second suit and disabling it, it hears the pilot of the first one calling out for help and notices a red and black maggot-like creature on his face. Sniffing it, Venom realizes it's a piece of the Carnage symbiote. Making its way over to the other digger, whose pilot is still under Carnage's control, Venom sticks its tongue up the man's nose and extracts a second maggot-like symbiote creature. Their sanity is finally restored. They try to piece together what happened to them, revealing themselves to be residents of the underground city that Venom had once protected. Realizing the brain parasites are vulnerable to sonics, the pilots and Venom make their way back to the underground city, which has been taken over by Carnage. Later on, Eddie awakens to hear a scratching at the door and looks out the keyhole to see blood on the balcony. He opens the door and is relieved to see it's only Venom, asking what happened and where the symbiote went. Venom then vomits the Carnage symbiote maggots, with Eddie recognizing them in horror and despair. Elsewhere, Carnage grabs a man and sticks a tendril up his nose, manifesting a tiny head on the end so that the symbiote can eat its way into his brain. Implanting a brain parasite, Carnage prattles on about his motivation for killing people to grant them freedom and peace of death. Something he is expert in doing, having died 3 times before. As the man's eyes turn black with red spirals, Carnage states he was thinking too small and that his previous attempts at sharing the abyss of death with everyone were pointless. But now, everything has changed. With Null's guidance, Carnage can spread the abyss to everyone. But he needs to harvest the symbiote codexes in order to do so. And to do that, he needs soldiers. Showing his soldier the screen of the symbiote's past hosts, Carnage tells him to pick a target and is delighted when the man chooses Venom, gloating that people used to call him a devil, but now they will call him a god. Check out the annotations if you haven't been following Venom's latest events, and as usual, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching, and have a nice one.